Good evening all, welcome to sports. I'm Ramiko Knowles. First up in sports, day 2 of the Hugh Campbell tournament for the visiting teams representing the Northern Bahamas was filled with ups and downs. However, the majority of the teams were able to hold their own in the nation's capital. Here's Jay Philippe with the latest updates.
A number of teams from the north were able to survive during the double elimination tournament so far. All of the teams from Grand Bahama are still in the tournament. Tabernacle and Sunland both got a bye yesterday. Jack Hayward won over Prince William High 53-44. The Wildcats were led by Darrell Baby D. Duncan with 15 points. Laurent Smith added 12 points for the Wildcats. Agape Christian School out of Abaco lost to Anatole Rogers 60-44. Reagan Roberts was the high point man for Agape with 11 points. After that loss, the Eagles faced CB Bethel last night, where they again lost. Therefore, Agape Eagles were the first team out of the north eliminated from the Hugh Campbell tournament. The Blue Jays out of 8 Mile Rock lost to CC Sweden last night 57-44. In the afternoon session, 8 Mile Rock got 17 points from Kayem Walker, connecting on 5 3-pointers in that particular game. After that loss, the Blue Jays came back last night and played against St. Anne's, and they won, so they therefore advanced during the tournament. St. George's Jaguars were still undefeated as they took on Telios Christian Academy and won that game with the final score 39-27. Jaguars were led by sharpshooter Sammy Pinder with 16 points. After a disappointing loss in the first contest, Gateway Christian Academy out of Bimini was able to bounce back with a convincing win over Mount Carmel yesterday 48-29. Head coach of the Eagles, Gabriel Rhodes, says the team definitely needed that win.
I met with the guys this morning. I said, hey, let's play Eagles basketball. Jack Hayward got us kind of in a half-court game yesterday, and so today we wanted to play our ball, which is pick up the tempo a little bit, pressure the ball, and just play transition basketball. And we did that today and was able to come up with the victory one day at a time.
Bradley Roberts led the Eagles for 21 points, his second outburst of a 20-point game so far in the tournament.
First of all, I got to give God the glory for all that. I had to play big because this is do or die. This is a do or die situation right now. Just win. Coach had to go there with energy, and I had to pick my team up because after that loss to Jack Hayward, everybody was down, so I had to pick them up.
Patrick J. Bethel won last night over C.W. Sanders 53-23. The Marlins were led by Edwin Ferguson with 13 points. Head coach of the Marlins, Coach Ricardo Ferguson, says the environment is a little bit more different from playing in the league over in Abaco.
Well, overall the game was not at the level that we wanted, but we came up with a win nevertheless. What I'm saying now is I think the boys are caught up in the whole mystique of the tournament. For a lot of them, this is their first time, and they haven't really had this type of tempo being back in Abaco. And so the experience is good, but I hope we just grow from this in our next game and we can perform much better.
In today's matchup, C.I. Walker will take on Gateway Christian Academy out of Bimini. Temple Christian takes on Patrick J. Bethel out of Abaco. Doris Johnson takes on Jack Hayward Senior High. C.I. Gibson takes on St. George's High. Tabernacle, last year's defending champions, takes on C.C. Sweden Senior Cobras. And Sunland takes on Anatole Rogers. I'm Jay Philippe, ZNS Total Sports.
The Reef Golf Course will see some action this Saturday. Jay Philippe has more.
The Grand Bahama American Women's Club is hosting their 16th annual Golf Classic Saturday, February 23rd at the Reef Golf Course. Tournament director Joe Marasco says this year's tournament should be a good one.
It's a lot of fun. Within the registration, you also get mulligans and a string, and it's just sort of fun play. It's a 4-person blind draw. It's a scramble.
She says a lot is up for grabs at this year's tournament.
If you make a hole-in-one, you could possibly win $25,000 on one of 2 holes, and there's some other prizes also.
President of the American Women's Club, Peggy Groves, talks about the reason why they host this tournament every year.
The tournament has been a 16-year event for us, and that is where we raise our money that we in turn give back to the community through scholarships as well as sponsorship of other philanthropic organizations here in the community.
I'm Jay Philippe, ZNS Total Sports.
That's a look at sports. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Until next time, enjoy your weekend.